Hello friends, today we will start solving 2009 summer paper 3, the front page portion. So we make sure that we store our files, specifically the question paper, not the question paper, the supporting file all in one place. We don't scatter it here and there because we will not get the results correctly later on. So that's our paper. And what we need to do is start from directly question number 1. Before that, we're saying you work for a company called Hothouse, and then you update a website. So download these files. We already have our files downloaded here in the supporting file folder, so we don't need to download it at all. Using a suitable software package, open this. So our suitable software package is front page. So we will open front page. Open the file that they're asking us to open. File, open, and navigate the same way as you would do on any other software. It could be your Word document, it could be anything. It's the same method of um, navigating. So our paper is like in my paper. Go to my folder, and that's the file that we have to work with. Blank file, four parts of our views have been given here, or four types of views. One is the design view. The split view shows half of the screen with the design and half of the screen with the code that is automatically generated. Code view is just entirely the code, and the preview is the view you're going to have after you've completed editing the web page, and then you want to have a look at the final product. The preview is going to help you do that. I would like to have a simple MS Word file open in case we need to have any kind of evidence or something. You need to also always add in your details, as in your name, center number, candidate number. It's very essential. Right now I'm not adding anything because we're focusing on front page right now. So the saying open the page, we did it. Attach the style sheet. So quickly format, style sheet, links, add. Again, the work of navigating, and we're already inside our folder. If you're not for the first time, make sure we navigate properly. D drive, my papers in there, and add the J9 styles over there. When we do that, we find that the style sheet has got attached. Next, they're asking us to replace the details. Quite easy. Replace all these details over here. Center number, candidate number. Right now, any hypothetical number is fine with us. And the name is important. Um, then they're saying change the width of the table so that it fits. No, change this line of code from paragraph to H5 style. Now that is why we need to work with the split screen to see what is the code actually. They said change it from P to H5. You can physically do it in the code if you are very good with HTML, or you can actually use these help things or shortcuts to make them into H5. soon as you change it to H5, the format changes, sitting on the right side of your screen. Then comes the question which says change the cell padding, cell spacing, borders to 2, everything to 2. Now you need to understand the meaning of cell padding, cell spacing. Cell spacing, quite simple. The space between two cells is the cell spacing. That's the very little space that you see over there. And cell padding is the space around what you have put in a cell. Like there's the sunset image. All the space that you see around this text is the cell padding. So that's a small definition. We go to table properties. First of all, we specify the width to 100%, right? Because they said it should be 100, so we apply the change, very little change that we can see. Cell padding to 2, spacing to 2, borders to 2 as well, the size of the borders to 2 as well. Apply it. When we do that, we continuously have an eye over here over the changing kind of parameters that you can see there. We see that cell spacing is not appearing, but we need to show it on our result or the output. What we do is forcibly change it so that it appears over here. Say OK, and then go here and physically change it to 2 so that we get the results according to what is given to us in the question paper. Remember to hit the save button every now and then, otherwise we will lose the data. If God forbid there is a problem with the power cable or something, we might lose data. Replace the text, place anchor here with top, very easy. That's the text. Remove everything from here, go to insert, bookmark, and then that is where you name the anchor. You see everything else disappears, but this little flag is shown there, indicating that your cursor or your bookmark is there. Bookmark is nothing but a place that you mark so that you can come back to it whenever and however required. Next question says replace the text, place, and we already did that. In the text, click here to return to the top of the page. Make only the words click here a hyperlink to the anchor that you've just created. So click here is to be converted into a hyperlink. So right click on there, or the other method is you select everything. Sorry for that. Select, click here, and then you can go to insert and say hyperlink. When you do that, you already are there, and then they're saying that point to the bookmark. So you click here to the bookmark. You will see the name of the bookmark that you recently created. Point to it and say OK. OK. So there is your bookmark ready. Next question says replace the text logo in the image with J9 logo. Replace the text sunset image with a J9 sunset. J9 sunset, and then you have to resize the picture also. So 2 pictures that we have to put right now, the logo image. Make sure we always remove the text because the question always says replace the text. So we insert this image, we insert this picture from insert picture from file quickly, and then logo out there, say insert. The next is go to the sunset image, delete that, insert picture, the same thing every time we have to do. Use the insert menu from file, and that's the sunset. Asking us to change the picture properties. They said change it to 183 and 320. 183 is the width, 183, and you have not to maintain the aspect ratio. Now I'll explain what's the aspect ratio in a while. You just notice that when this was ticked or when this was marked, when you wrote 183 out here, the height automatically changed. So the aspect ratio is nothing but keeps a good match between the height and the width. It varies the height according to uh, the width according to the height, vice versa. So they said don't maintain aspect ratio. If you look at the question, it says do not maintain aspect ratio over there. So what we do is we don't maintain the aspect ratio and say okay, there you are. The next question is replace the text shoal image with j9shoal.jpg, create a hyperlink pointing to j9 dive, and this hyperlink should open in a new window called underscore scuba dive. So the shoal image has to be replaced by j9 shoal. We'll look at the shoal image out there, yes. So we delete that one and insert the picture from file the shoal, j9 shoal, and then we also convert it into a hyperlink pointing to our file j9 dive and say okay, right? And since they told us that it should open in a new window, we say that target frame, new window, and use the name that they have given us over here, underscore scuba dive. Say okay. Similarly, they're asking us to have the fish image and then the dolphin image. That's what they want, the fish image out here to be replaced by the fish image. Insert picture from file. It was fish. So j9 fish. Then the dolphin image. The dolphin image up there. And finally they say that create a hyperlink from the text amazing fish to point to the same file j9 dive, and also it should open in a new window called underscore scuba dive. So that's the same thing that now instead of the picture we have text that is to be converted into a hyperlink, and we point, make sure we are in our own folder. Always double check that you are in your own folder, and then point to j9 dive. We missed on something, so we can always go back to the hyperlink properties, go to target frame, say new window, because the question says so. Open the file or open the HTML in a new window. The name should be this. Have a look at the way your code is changing all the time. Can you see all this? A target, under these are to be really kept in mind. Keep watching. That's why it's advisable to work on a split screen, wherein you can actually observe how um, your code is varying, and be aware of what are the changes that you have made. The next question says save the page as j9 scuba. Okay, it's already, the name is the same, so I don't have to do a lot of things. Just double check on that file, save as j9 scuba, save it. Already exists, just say yes. Then they're saying print this page as it is viewed in your browser. Print a copy of HTML source. HTML source is very easy. You can directly go to the code out here. From here, say file and print directly from here. help you to print the page that you're seeing out here. Clearly it will print. The other method is, okay, the other task that they're asking us to do is take this page and open this page in a browser, any browser of your choice. Ours is ours is Google Chrome right now, so we'll just open it and see how it looks. This is how it's looking, just a screenshot of that. Then we come back to our paper. It says using a suitable software package, open the style sheet J9 styles 1.css, edit it. So many editing things have been given to us. So we will close once we are done with this. Close the site and then we'll open the one that they're asking us to open. So we will kind of go to our folder, look for the style sheet. Style sheet is nothing but a template that allows you to add a lot of different designs or different themes to your web page. One single style sheet can be attached to n number of web pages. Makes life very easy. So format, styles, and then you edit your styles accordingly. H1 is 48 points. You can say modify, format, font, change it to 48 pt. 48 pt. Mention pt please, otherwise you won't get the correct result. Say OK. And next thing they're asking us to change is H5 left aligned, H4 all black. So tools, format, styles all the time. H5. So go to H5, modify it. They said it should be center aligned, left align. H5 is left align. So I say left and OK. Then they're saying H4 is black. So go to H4, format, font. That's where is your font color. Very simple. You can go here, choose black directly from here, or go to more colors and choose the appropriate color over there. Please make sure that you understand the hexadecimal codes that are shown here. If you look at that, it's nothing but a different system of numbers that we normally use in the field of computers when we are working with colors. The first two digits are for red, the next two for green, and the last two for blue. That's how is the distribution. So everything 0 gives you black color, right? Say OK. You can edit these colors using different kinds of number systems. You can also use the decimal number system. In a short while I will show you how to do that as well. It says red and the blue components of H1, H2, H3 and H5 remain the same, and there is no green component in any one of these, H1, H2, H3 and H5. So they said no changes to the red and the green component, rather red and the blue component. Green should be 0, no green. Here it's fine, there's no green, but the other headings, they do have this kind of things. We go to format, styles, H1 first, we modify it and go to the font, the color, more colors. Make sure no red and green components, red and blue. Double check it again please. No red and blue, that's what the question says. No, the red and blue component remain the same. No, they remain the same, and no green component. red and blue remain the same, and there's no green component. So the middle one, as I told you, is green, so no green component. Just remember this, please, everyone, that this one is red, this one is green, and this one is blue. Okay, so they said no changes to red and blue, only the green becomes 0. So we just follow what they told us. H1, H2 also, no green, so that becomes 0, 0. Okay, then H3, no green, so change the code to 0, 0 only for green. The middle component is green again. Just a reminder for everyone. And paragraph style has no red component, and the blue and the green components are set to 50%. That is where we will use the decimal representation of the color components. As I told you that if you have a FF here, if you have a FF here, or a capital FF rather, it means that the red color is full, right? It will give you bright red color because the other two components are 0. So an FF is hexadecimal, and FF in like a full value for any color is 255. This is equivalent to FF, right? They're saying 50% of the full color, so 50 over 100 into 255, that comes to 127.5. But since we can't use the decimal number, we equate it to 28. Now where to put it, I'll just show you right now, right away. They said H3 is also done. I think H5 I will just reconfirm once. H5, no, the green should be all 0. Paragraph has no red component, so we will go to paragraph, format, font, we'll say custom over here, and this portion, please avoid all this portion right now. This is the portion where we need to focus. Red, green, blue over there. You see blue has 255 value full, it's completely nice and blue. 204 is like little less, and then 0 for red. The equivalent hexadecimal, you can see it here. Okay, so if we say custom, make changes here, still that code is going to get affected. It says no red, no red and green, blue 50%. So no red and no green, and blue 50% as we calculated is how much? We just calculated it. It's 28. So we can do a quick calculation if at all we are not too sure about what we're doing. 50% of 255, I think it's 128, I'm sorry. be 128. 50% of 100 multiplied by 255. That comes to 127.5. It should be 128. I'm sorry about that. It should be 128. Calculation out here needs to be corrected. It's 128 and this one is 127, right? So those are the things that we need to keep in mind. I'm really sorry about that. Save this style sheet as j9styles2.css. So after making all those changes, say OK, OK, and OK out there. We see all the changes will get affected wherever we've made those changes. The color codes change, everything change. Next is we save it as a different name. Save as J9 styles 2 instead of style 1. Make it as styles2.css. Make sure you choose the CSS thing from here. Say save. Once that is saved, they ask me to print it probably. Yes, printing is again very simple. Right away a print command from there, and then they're saying open the another file J9 Scuba, to which we have been pointing all the while. So we close this happily. Keep less things open. The more things that you have open, it confuses you more. So J9 Dive is the file that we work with. Attach the style sheet that they've recently created. So format, style sheet links, add it, go to our folder. We're already in the folder, and then the new one that we just created, that's what we will attach. And as soon as we see that, do that, this is what is the result. Then they're saying save this page as whatever, J9 Scuba, the same name, just hit the save button. Open this in your browser. I already showed you how to do that. Print HTML source, that also I've already shown. So the same method follows for this. Using suitable software, open the web page J9 Dive, attach. Oh no, that's we're here right now. We attach the style sheet. We replace the text, the details. You can do that happily. Replace the text heading here. Heading here with all this text, Super Scuba Diving Holidays. And format to H2. So that's the heading here. Format to H2. We made it as H2. Next is use the contents of this file. You can right away open it here itself and start working with it. Open. Make sure we are in the folder, and then j9page.txt is the file that we're looking for. Then they're asking us to copy some text here and there. First text here with, so as a company to load that, find, you can use the find command or just look for it physically. Select it, copy it, and put it to in first text here. Style it to H4. So style it to H4. First of all, we replace the text. Then all of it to be styled to H4. Then second text is the second line probably. Yes. We offer that. And then style to H5, that one. So list here with the text experience driver. Format the text with the following styles. To family packages. So we go there. So all of this to be put in the list here. Then they're saying that formatted accordingly. The experience drivers as P and beginners family packages. These three things as P first. So because the rest of them can have different, not all of it. Make sure only that and split it. Add a P tag over there. Don't delete the TD, just add a P tag over there and send the /P at the end before the BR tag, right? That's how your experienced divers, then beginners, the beginners out here. So a P there, first of all a /P there, and then a P there. You see the styles are changing. And the last one is family packages. So a /P there at the end and a P there at the beginning. And then the rest of it has to be converted into a list. Now what kind of list? Let's have a look at the paper. It says format the two lists as unordered list. Two types of lists are there: ordered and unordered. Ordered are numbered list, unordered are simple bullets. So we select all of this, go here and choose a numbered list from here because you're not finding the ordered list, unordered list. So but make sure the code that you generate over here, just copy it to show it to you how it is looking. All of this, if you see it here, be more clearer. Okay. So there's a OL tag in the beginning, ordered list. We just change the ordered list to UL. UL stands for, it should be small. UL stands for unordered list or a bulleted list, and also end the tag with a /UL because it's unordered list again. And in between, the list items always have a LI and a /LI tag. /LI is again optional, but it's your wish. Like if you want to add it, add. If you don't want to, it's fine. So over here, you remove the extra BR so that your text is fine. Then you have to add, before every BR you can add a LI up there, and you will see that they're not asking for or before every BR. That is what you can do, I think. Before every BR you can put a LI. That will be a better idea. Before every, yeah, that's better. Over here you want a disc or a bullet, you put it there. And then LI out there. That's how you do it. Similarly, you would do all of this as well. Convert it first into whatever is available numbered list, and then make sure the OL changes into UL out here, and the slash OL into slash UL, and make sure that we add the bullets properly. No extra BRs. If you can handle that, would be very nice. Before every BR, after every BR, there's a very easy to do, nothing much, just some logical thinking is required. So there you are, your thing is ready. Make sure you hit the save button every now and then. Replace the image here with the j9clown.jpg text image here. So remove this. Insert picture from file, the clown. So we added the clown up there. Set the width of the image to 280 pixels. Maintain aspect ratio. Width of the image to 280 pixels. Picture properties. Width of the width of the picture, right? That's what was the question. Images. Set the table border to 2. Table borders to 2. Very simple. Apply it. Nice and thick borders you can get. Then it says create a hyperlink. Create a hyperlink from the text home page to point to this. Should open in current window. Open this in your browser. Print it. Print a copy of HTML source. Create a hyperlink from the text home page to point to the file. So home page to point to the file. So just select everything. This home page text. You have to insert a hyperlink. Point to J9 Scuba. And see the always please notice the change in the code. This is going to be useful later on. And opening of the file, I already told you how to put it in your browser or print the HTML source. At the end of the paper, you will see that they always ask you to mark a lot of things. On your printout, highlight those portions of the code which show your name center number present on all printouts. External style sheets are attached. So I told you where in the code you would understand that external style sheet attached. They're talking about the first one that you have created, J9 Scuba. So where's the external style sheet? It's here. So you just highlight that using your marker, not like just to show you how the code looks. That's why it's very essential for you to follow the changes uh, in your web page as and when you're doing it, so that it's easy for you. So with that, we end this session. Thank you so much. Looking forward to see you more.